Welcome to ExHub MCQs. Today, we bring you 100+ important MCQs from Lifelines of National Economy, covering transport, trade, and communication. Stay till the end for exam-focused questions to boost your scores. MC1. What is the primary purpose of transportation? Option A, to generate revenue. Option B, to facilitate trade and movement of goods. Option C, to create employment. Option D, to increase tourism. The correct answer is option B, to facilitate trade and movement of goods. Transportation enables the movement of goods and services from supply locations to demand locations, supporting trade and economic development. Efficient transport is crucial for a country's progress. MCQ 2. Which of the following is not a mode of transport mentioned in the document? Option A, land transport. Option B, space transport. Option C, water transport. Option D, air transport. The correct answer is option B, space transport. Explanation. The document categorizes transport into land, water, and air transport. Space transport is not mentioned as a significant mode of transport in the context of national infrastructure. MCQ 3. Why do roads have an edge over railways in India? Option A, they are more environmentally friendly. Option B, they are more expensive to maintain. Option C, they can be built and maintained easily. Option D, they provide faster transport for long distances. The correct answer is option C, they can be built and maintained easily. Explanation. Road transport has advantages over railways because roads can be constructed in varied terrains, including mountains. They provide door-to-door service and require lower construction costs. MCQ 4. What is the objective of the Golden Quadrilateral Superhighways project? Option A, to connect all villages. Option B, to facilitate railway transport. Option C, to reduce travel time between major cities. Option D, to provide employment to rural areas. The correct answer is option C, to reduce travel time between major cities. Explanation. The Golden Quadrilateral project aims to connect Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai via high-speed highways, reducing travel time and improving trade efficiency. MCQ 5. Which authority is responsible for implementing India's major highway projects? Option A, state governments. Option B, Indian Railways. Option C, National Highway Authority (AI). Option D, Border Roads Organization. The correct answer is option C, National Highway Authority of India. Explanation. The National Highway Authority of India, NI, is responsible for constructing and maintaining major highways, including the Golden Quadrilateral and north-south-east-west corridors. MCQ 6. What is the primary function of Border Roads Organization, BRO? Option A, constructing roads for tourism. Option B, constructing and maintaining roads in border areas. Option C, developing urban road networks. Option D, building highways within metro cities. The correct answer is option B, constructing and maintaining roads in border areas. Explanation. The BRO was established in 1960 to develop roads in India's border areas, enhancing military movement and regional connectivity. MCQ 7. What is the advantage of metalled roads over unmetalled roads? Option A, they are cheaper to construct. Option B, they last only for a short time. Option C, they are all-weather roads. Option D, they require frequent maintenance. The correct answer is option C, they are all-weather roads. Explanation. Metalled roads made of cement, concrete, or bitumen are durable and can be used throughout the year, unlike unmetalled roads that become unusable during the rainy season. MCQ 8. Why is the Northern Plains region favorable for railway network expansion? Option A, it has a high altitude. Option B, it has low population density. Option C, it has a vast level land and rich agriculture. Option D, it has many rivers that do not require bridges. The correct answer is option C. It has a vast level land and rich agriculture. Explanation. The northern plains have flat terrain, high population density, and agricultural productivity, making them ideal for railway expansion despite the challenge of building bridges over rivers. MCQ 9. Which railway tunnel is the world's longest highway tunnel, built by Barrow? Option A, Rotang Tunnel. Option B, Adal Tunnel. Option C, Pir Panjal Tunnel. Option D, Sila Tunnel. The correct answer is option B, Atal Tunnel. Explanation. The Atal Tunnel at 902 kilometers connects Manali to Lahaul Spiti Valley and ensures year-round connectivity, overcoming the issue of heavy snowfall blocking access. MQ 10. What is the primary purpose of pipeline transportation? Option A, transporting solid goods. Option B, transporting water only. Option C, transporting crude oil, petroleum, and gas. Option D, reducing road congestion. The correct answer is option C, transporting crude oil, petroleum, and gas. Explanation. Pipelines are used for transporting crude oil, natural gas, and petroleum products, ensuring efficiency with minimal transshipment losses and low running costs. MQ 11. What is the total length of India's inland navigation waterways? Option A, 10,000 kilometers. Option B, 14,500 kilometers. Option C, 18,000 kilometers. Option D, 20,000 kilometers. The correct answer is option B, 14,500 kilometers. Explanation. India has a total inland navigation waterway length of 14,500 kilometers, but only 5,685 kilometers navigable by mechanized vessels, making it a crucial but underutilized transport mode. MCQ 12. Which national waterway is located on the Ganga River? Option A, NW1. Option B, NW2. Option C, NW3. Option D. The correct answer is option A, NW1. Explanation. NW1 covers the stretch between Allahabad and Haldia, 1,620 kilometers, making it one of India's most important inland waterways for trade and transport. MC 13. Which major port was developed to reduce pressure on Mumbai port? Option A, Chennai. Option B, Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Option C, Kandla. Option D, Visakhapatnam. The correct answer is option B, Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Explanation. Jawaharlal Nehru Port was developed as a hub to decongest Mumbai port and improve cargo handling efficiency. 14. Which Indian port is the premier iron ore exporting port? Option A, Chennai. Option B, Paradip. Option C, Marmagao. Option D, Cochin. The correct answer is option C, Marmagao. Explanation. Marmagao Port in Goa accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore exports, playing a key role in international trade. MC 15. What is unique about Kolkata Port? Option A, it is a deep water port. Option B, it is an inland riverine port. Option C, it has the largest container terminal. Option D, it only handles domestic trade. The correct answer is option B, it is an inland riverine port. Explanation. Kolkata Port is an inland riverine port requiring constant dredging due to tidal movements in the Hooghly River. MC 16. What is the primary advantage of airways? Option A, it is the cheapest mode of transport. It is the fastest and most comfortable. Option C, it carries the highest cargo volume. Option D, it requires less infrastructure. The correct answer is option B, it is the fastest and most comfortable. Explanation. Air transport is the fastest, most efficient way to travel across difficult terrains such as mountains, deserts, and forests, making it crucial for remote connectivity. MC 17. Why is air travel preferred in the northeastern states of India? Option A, due to high population density. Option B, due to extensive railway networks. Option C, due to difficult terrains and frequent floods. Option D, due to abundant road connectivity. The correct answer is option C, due to difficult terrains and frequent floods. Explanation: the northeastern region has high mountains, dense forests, and frequent floods, making air travel the most feasible and efficient mode of transport. MC18. What is the purpose of the UDAN scheme? Option A, to develop international airports. Option B, to make air travel affordable for common citizens. Option C, to privatize the aviation sector. Option D, to replace railway transport. The correct answer is option B, to make air travel affordable for common citizens. Explanation: the UDAN scheme was launched to promote regional connectivity and make air travel accessible and affordable for all. MCQ 19. What is the largest terrestrial communication network in India? Option A, private telecom operators. Option B, All India Radio. Option C, Doordarshan. Option D, Indian Postal Network. The correct answer is option D, Indian Postal Network. Explanation: the Indian Postal Network is the largest in the world, handling parcels, written communication, and facilitating personal and mass communication across the country. MC20. What type of trade involves the exchange of goods between two or more countries? Option A, internal trade. Option B, regional trade. Option C, international trade. Option D, local trade. The correct answer is option C, international trade. Explanation: international trade involves the exchange of goods between different countries through sea, air, or land routes, significantly contributing to economic development. MCQ 21. What is the balance of trade? Option A, the total value of a country's trade. Option B, the difference between exports and imports. Option C, the value of foreign exchange reserves. Option D, the trade relations between two countries. The correct answer is option B, the difference between exports and imports. Explanation: the balance of trade refers to the difference between a country's exports and imports. A positive balance indicates a trade surplus, while a negative balance signifies a trade deficit. MC 22. What happens when the value of exports exceeds imports? Option A, trade deficit. Option B, trade. Option C, trade surplus. Option D, currency devaluation. The correct answer is option C, trade surplus. A trade surplus occurs when a country exports more than it imports, leading to economic growth and foreign exchange accumulation. And 23. Which industry earns large foreign exchange for India? Option A, mining industry. Option B, software and IT services. Option C, textile industry. Option D, agriculture. The correct answer is software and IT services. Explanation: India's IT and software industry has become a global leader, significantly contributing to foreign exchange earnings through exports of technology services. MCQ 24. What is the main goal of Digital India? Option A, to increase computer sales. Option B, to make technology central to governance and economic transformation. Option C, to privatize internet services. Option D, to promote international trade. The correct answer is option B, to make technology central to governance and economic transformation. Explanation: Digital India is an initiative to improve digital infrastructure, increase internet connectivity, and make technology an enabler for economic and social development. MC 25. What percentage of India's trade volume is conducted via sea routes? Option A, 50%. Option 68%. Option C, 75%. Option D, 95%. The correct answer is option D, 95%. About 95% of India's trade by volume, 68% by value, is carried out through sea routes, emphasizing the importance of maritime transport. MCQ 26. What is the primary function of the Central Board of Film Certification? Option A, to promote Indian cinema abroad. Option B, to certify Indian and foreign films. Option C, to regulate television content. Option D, to finance film production. The correct answer is option B, to certify Indian and foreign films. Explanation. The Central Board of Film Certification, CBFC, is responsible for reviewing and certifying both Indian and foreign films before public screening. MCQ 27. Which type of mail is considered first class in India? Option A, book packets. Option B, registered newspapers. Option C, periodicals. Option D, cards and envelopes. The correct answer is option D, cards and envelopes. Explanation. Cards and envelopes are categorized as first-class mail and are prioritized for quick air transport across the country. MCQ 28. How does tourism contribute to India's economy? Option A. It provides foreign exchange and employment. Option B. It replaces industrial production. Option C. It reduces reliance on agriculture. Option D. It decreases urbanization. The correct answer is option A. It provides foreign exchange and employment. Explanation. Tourism generates significant employment opportunities, supports cultural heritage, and earns foreign exchange, playing a vital role in economic growth. 29. What are the different types of tourism promoted in India? Option A. Only religious tourism. Option B. Only adventure tourism. Option C. Heritage, eco, adventure, cultural, medical, and business tourism. Option D. Only foreign tourism. The correct answer is option C, heritage, eco, adventure, cultural, medical, and business tourism. Explanation. India promotes multiple types of tourism, including heritage, eco, adventure, cultural, medical, and business tourism, to attract both domestic and international visitors. What major factor contributes to the development of international trade? Option A, availability of raw materials. Option B, advancements in transportation and communication. Option C, population growth. Option D, increase in local markets. The correct answer is option B, advancements in transportation and communication. Explanation. International trade thrives on advancements in transport and communication, enabling the swift movement of goods, services, and information across countries. MC 31. What is the main purpose of the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana? Option A, to build highways. Option B, to connect villages with all-weather roads. Option C, to expand metro networks. Option D, to construct international highways. The correct answer is option B, to connect villages with all-weather roads. Explanation. The Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana aims to provide all-season motorable roads to rural areas, improving connectivity and development. MCQ 32. What is the main challenge of unmetalled roads? Option A, high construction cost. Option B, poor maintenance. Option C, inefficiency during the rainy season. Option D, limited use for personal transport. The correct answer is option C, inefficiency during the rainy season. Explanation. Unmetalled roads are unusable during the rainy season due to poor surface conditions, making them unreliable for transport. MCQ 33. What is a major challenge in railway expansion in the Himalayan region? Option A, high economic opportunities. Option B, high relief and sparse population. Option C, availability of alternative transport. Option D, large number of bridges. The correct answer is option B, high relief and sparse population. Explanation. The Himalayan region presents obstacles such as high-altitude terrain, low population density, and difficult construction conditions, making railway expansion challenging. MCQ 34. What type of goods are best transported via waterways? Option A, perishable items. Option B, heavy and bulky goods. Option C, small personal goods. Option D, precious metals. The correct answer is option B, heavy and bulky goods. Explanation. Waterways are cost-effective and fuel-efficient for transporting heavy and bulky goods over long distances. MCQ 35. What is the role of the Border Roads Organization (BRO) in India's transport network? Option A, Developing railway lines. Option B, constructing and maintaining roads in border areas. Option C, expanding metro projects. Option D, managing toll highways. The correct answer is option B, constructing and maintaining roads in border areas. Explanation. The BRO constructs and maintains strategic roads in border areas, improving defense mobility and economic development in remote regions. MCQ 36. Which of the following is not a major seaport in India? Option A, Chennai. Option B, Visakhapatnam. Option C, Coimbatore. Option D, Paradip. The correct answer is option C, Coimbatore. Explanation. Coimbatore is an industrial city and does not serve as a major seaport, unlike Chennai, Visakhapatnam, and Paradip. MCQ 37. What is the significance of the Adal Tunnel? Option A. It connects India with neighboring countries. Option B. It is the longest railway tunnel. Option C. It ensures year-round connectivity between Manali and Lahaul Spiti. Option D. It is the deepest tunnel in India. The correct answer is option C. It ensures year-round connectivity between Manali and Lahaul Spiti. Explanation. The Adal Tunnel, 9.02 kilometers, ensures year-round connectivity, overcoming heavy snowfall disruptions that previously cut off Lahaul Spiti from the rest of India. MC 38. What is a major disadvantage of rail transport in India? Option A, high-speed connectivity. Option B, large passenger capacity. Option C, problems of theft and ticketless travel. Option D, integration with other transport modes. The correct answer is option C, problems of theft and ticketless travel. Explanation. Indian Railways faces challenges such as theft, property damage, and ticketless travel, which impact its efficiency and revenue. MC 39. Which national highway is known as the Sher Shah Suri Marg? Option A, NH1. Option B, NH44. Option C, NH27. Option D, NH19. The correct answer is option A, NH1. Explanation. The historical Sher Shah Suri Marg connecting Delhi and Amritsar is known as NH1, a significant route in India's national highway network. MCQ 40. Which major Indian port is located at the entrance of a lagoon? Option A, Mumbai. Option B, Kochi. Option C, Kandla. Option D, Chennai. The correct answer is option B, Kochi. Explanation. Kochi Port, located at the entrance of a lagoon, has a natural harbor and is an important trade center on the southwest coast of India. Seek 41. What is the total railway track length in India? Option A, 50,000 kilometers. Option B, 67,956 kilometers. Option C, 80,000 kilometers. Option D, 100 kilometers. The correct answer is option B, 67,956 kilometers. Explanation. The Indian railway network extends over 67,956 kilometers, making it one of the largest railway networks in the world. It plays a crucial role in economic and social integration. MCQ 42. Why is the Konkan Railway significant? Option A. It connects India's eastern and western coasts. Option B. It links India's northern and southern states. Option C. It provides access to difficult terrains in the Western Ghats. Option D. It connects all major metropolitan cities. The correct answer is option C. It provides access to difficult terrains in the Western Ghats. Explanation. The Konkan Railway passes through the rugged Western Ghats, facilitating transportation in an otherwise difficult terrain. MCQ 43. What is the primary function of pipeline transportation? Option A, transporting goods across borders. Option B, transporting petroleum, crude oil, and natural gas. Option C, reducing road congestion. Option D, carrying small-scale agricultural produce. The correct answer is option B, transporting petroleum, crude oil, and natural gas. Explanation. Pipeline transport is efficient for moving crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas, reducing transshipment losses and delays. MC 44. What is the role of the National Waterway 2, NWA 2? Option A. Connects Mumbai and Chennai. Option B. Covers the Brahmaputra River from Sadia to Dhubri. Option C. Connects the West Coast Canal in Kerala. Option D. Covers the Ganga River from Allahabad to Haldia. The correct answer is option B. Covers the Brahmaputra River from Sadia to Dhubri. Explanation. NW2 is a major inland waterway spanning 891 kilometers along the Brahmaputra River, providing an economical means of transport. MC 45. Which port was developed to ease congestion at Mumbai Port? Option A. Option B. Paradip. Option C. Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Option D. Kandla. The correct answer is option C. Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Explanation. Jawaharlal Nehru Port was planned to decongest Mumbai Port and improve cargo handling efficiency. MCQ 46. Which is the deepest landlocked and well-protected port on India's east coast? Option A. Chennai. Option B. Visakhapatnam. Option C. Tuticorin. Option D. Kolkata. The correct answer is option B. Visakhapatnam. Visakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked port on India's east coast, serving as a crucial export hub for iron ore and other goods. MCQ 47. What percentage of India's foreign trade out through ports? Option A. Option B. 68%. Option C. 80%. Option D. 95%. The correct answer is option D. 95%. Explanation. Around 95% of India's trade by volume, 68% by value, is conducted via sea transport, highlighting the importance of maritime trade. M48. What is the major objective of the UDAN scheme? Option A. To reduce railway congestion. Option B. To promote regional air connectivity. Option C. To develop international airports. Option D. To privatize the aviation sector. The correct answer is option B. To promote regional air connectivity. Explanation. The UDAN scheme was launched to improve regional air connectivity and make air travel affordable for the common citizen. MCQ 49. What is a major disadvantage of railway transport in India? Option A. Limited passenger capacity. Option B. Requires high maintenance and suffers from thefts. Option C. Not suitable for long-distance travel. Option D. Has fewer routes than roadways. The correct answer is option B. Requires high maintenance and suffers from thefts. Explanation. Indian Railways faces issues such as high maintenance costs, theft, and ticketless travel, impacting operational efficiency. MCQ 50. What is the significance of India's telecom network? Option A. It only supports urban areas. Option B. It is one of the largest in Asia. Option C. It is entirely government-owned. Option D. It only provides internet services. The correct answer is option B. It is one of the largest in Asia. Explanation. India's telecom network is among the largest in Asia, covering urban and rural areas with services like mobile communication and internet connectivity. MC 51. What is the primary role of India's national highways? Option A. To connect rural villages. Option B. To link extreme parts of the country. Option C. To support only heavy goods transport. Option D. To replace railway transport. The correct answer is option B. To link extreme parts of the country. Explanation. National highways form India's primary road system, connecting different regions across the country for economic growth and transportation efficiency. MC 52. What is a key characteristic of metalled roads? Option A. They are used only in rural areas. Option B. They are all-weather roads. Option C. They are cheaper than unmetalled roads. Option D. They require frequent repairs. The correct answer is option B. They are all-weather roads. Explanation. Metalled roads made from cement, concrete, or bitumen remain usable throughout the year and are vital for reliable transportation. EMS 53. Which sector benefits most from pipeline transportation? Option A, textile industry. Option B, agriculture. Option C, oil and gas industry. Option D, tourism. The correct answer is option C, oil and gas industry. Explanation. Pipeline transport is crucial for efficiently moving crude oil, petroleum, and natural gas to refineries and power plants, ensuring uninterrupted supply. MCQ 54. Which river is used for National Waterway 1, NW1? Option A, Brahmaputra. Option B, Ganga. Option C, Godavari. Option D, Krishna. The correct answer is option Ganga. Explanation. NW1 covers the stretch of the Ganga River from Allahabad to Haldia, making it an important inland waterway for trade and transport. MC55. Why is Visakhapatnam port significant for India's trade? Option A, it is a fishing port. Option B, it exports the most agricultural products. Option C, it is India's largest iron ore exporting port. Option D, it is a major passenger terminal. The correct answer is option C, it is India's largest iron ore exporting port. Explanation. Visakhapatnam port is crucial for India's iron ore exports and is the deepest landlocked port on the east coast. MC 56. What is the purpose of India's coastal shipping network? Option A, to replace road transport. Option B, to reduce rail traffic. Option C, to facilitate the movement of goods along the coast. Option D, to promote tourism. The correct answer is option C, to facilitate the movement of goods along the coast. Explanation. India's coastal shipping network helps move goods efficiently along the coastline, reducing congestion on road and rail networks. What is a major challenge faced by Indian railways? Option A, lack of tracks. Option B, uneven population distribution. Option C, ticketless travel and theft. Option D, lack of government funding. The correct answer is option C, ticketless travel and theft. Explanation. Indian Railways faces challenges such as ticketless travel, theft, and property damage, which affect revenue and operations. 58. Why was the Kandla port developed? Option A, to handle only passenger transport. Option B, to ease the burden on Mumbai port. Option C, to serve as India's primary naval base. Option D, to promote tourism. The correct answer is option B, to ease the burden on Mumbai port. Explanation. Kandla port was developed after independence to handle increased trade volume and reduce congestion at Mumbai port. M59. What is the role of Doordarshan in India's communication network? Option A, it only provides entertainment programs. Option B, it broadcasts a variety of programs, including education and news. Option C, it operates only in urban areas. Option D, it focuses only on foreign content. The correct answer is option B. It broadcasts a variety of programs, including education and news. Explanation. Doordarshan, India's national television network, provides educational, entertainment, and news content to audiences across urban and rural areas. MC60. What is India's most important means of transport? Option A, airways. Option B, railways. Option C, roadways. Option D, waterways. The correct answer is option C, roadways. Explanation. Roadways are the most widely used transport mode in India, offering flexibility, cost-effectiveness, and accessibility across various terrains. 61. What is the primary reason for the growth of road transport in India? Option A, it is more expensive than railways. Option B, it provides door-to-door service. Option C, it requires a long time for construction. Option D, it is only used for short distances. The correct answer is option B, it provides door-to-door service. Explanation. Road transport provides door-to-door service, making it convenient and economical for transporting goods and passengers, especially in areas where railways are not accessible. MCQ 62. What is the role of the Golden Quadrilateral Highway Network? Option A, to promote local tourism. Option B, to link the 4 major metropolitan cities. Option C, to increase rural connectivity. Option D, to replace railway networks. The correct answer is option B, to link the 4 major metropolitan cities. Explanation. The Golden Quadrilateral connects Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai with high-speed highways, improving trade, transportation, and economic integration. MCQ 63. Which authority is responsible for the maintenance of national highways in India? Option A, Indian Railways. Option B, Ministry of Rural Development. Option C, National Highway Authority of India. Option D, Border Roads Organization. The correct answer is option C, National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. Explanation. The NHAI is responsible for the construction, maintenance, and management of India's national highways, ensuring smooth road transportation. MCQ 64. What is the function of the Border Roads Organization, BRO? Option A, to maintain railway lines. Option B, to develop roads in border areas. Option C, to build highways in metro cities. Option D, to manage urban transport networks. The correct answer is option B, to develop roads in border areas. Explanation. The BRO constructs and maintains roads in strategically important border areas, improving defense mobility and regional connectivity. MC 65. Which type of road is constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana? Option A, highways. Option B, expressways. Option C, rural roads. Option D, metro roads. The correct answer is option C, rural roads. Explanation. The Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana aims to connect rural villages to urban centers through all-weather roads, promoting rural development. MC 66. Which is the busiest railway junction in northern India? Option A, Howrah. Option B, New Delhi. Option C, Mughal Sarai. Option D, Chennai Central. The correct answer is option C, Mughal Sarai. Explanation. Mughal Sarai, now Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Junction, is one of the busiest railway junctions in northern India, facilitating significant passenger and freight movement. MCQ 67. What is a major disadvantage of water transport? Option A, high fuel consumption. Option B, slower than road and rail transport. Option C, cannot transport heavy goods. Option D, requires frequent maintenance. The correct answer is option B, slower than road and rail transport. Explanation. Water transport is fuel efficient and cost effective, but significantly slower than road, rail, and air transport, making it less suitable for perishable or urgent cargo. MCQ 68. What is the main purpose of inland waterways in India? Option A, to transport people quickly. Option B, to carry heavy and bulky goods efficiently. Option C, to replace rail transport. Option D, to promote tourism. The correct answer is option B, to carry heavy and bulky goods efficiently. Explanation. Inland waterways are primarily used for transporting heavy and bulky goods over long distances in a fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly manner. M69. Which is the largest railway zone in India? Option A, Southern Railway. Option B, Northern Railway. Option C, Western Railway. Option D, Eastern Railway. The correct answer is option B, Northern Railway. Explanation. The Northern Railway Zone is the largest in India, covering extensive rail networks across multiple states and handling a significant volume of passengers and goods. Why is pipeline transportation considered efficient? Option A, it has high operational costs. Option B, it reduces transshipment losses and delays. Option C, it requires frequent maintenance. Option D, it is mainly used for passenger transport. The correct answer is option B. It reduces transshipment losses and delays. Explanation. Pipelines ensure the continuous and cost-effective transport of crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas, reducing losses and avoiding delays. MCQ 71. What is the main reason for the dense railway network in the northern plains of India? Option A. Sparse population. Option B. Mountainous terrain. Option C. Fertile land and high population density. Option D. Presence of forests. The correct answer is option C. Fertile land and high population density. Explanation. The northern plains have flat terrain, fertile land, and high population density, making them ideal for railway expansion as they support high passenger and freight movement. MCQ 72. What is a key limitation of railway transport in India? Option A. It is faster than road transport. Option B. It requires bridges in river regions. Option C. It does not support long-distance travel. Option D. It is unaffected by terrain. The correct answer is option B. It requires bridges in river regions. Explanation. In riverine regions, railways require bridges, which increase construction costs and complexity, making railway expansion difficult in such areas. MC3. What makes the Adal Tunnel strategically important? Option A. It connects India with Nepal. Option B. It is used only for rail transport. Option C. It provides year-round connectivity to Lahore Spiti. Option D. It is India's longest railway tunnel. The correct answer is option C. It provides year-round connectivity to Lahore Spiti. Explanation. The Atal Tunnel, 9.02 kilometers, ensures year-round road connectivity between Manali and overcoming heavy snowfall disruptions. MC 74. What is the primary use of India's inland waterways? Option A. Passenger transport. Option B. Cargo and freight transport. Option C. Military purposes. Option D. Tourism development. The correct answer is option B. Cargo and freight transport. Explanation. Inland waterways are mainly used for transporting heavy and bulky goods in a cost-effective manner, reducing road and rail congestion. MC 75. What is the main advantage of port-based trade in India? Option A. It is limited to domestic markets. Option B. It is the most expensive transport mode. Option C. It facilitates international trade. Option D. It replaces rail transport. The correct answer is option C. It facilitates international trade. Explanation. India's ports handle around 95% of its trade volume, making them crucial for international commerce and economic growth. M6. Which is the largest port in India in terms of cargo volume? Option A, Chennai. Option B. Option C, Kandla. Option D, Visakhapatnam. The correct answer is option Mumbai. Explanation. Mumbai Port is India's largest port in terms of cargo volume, handling a major portion of India's trade. M77. What type of goods is primarily exported from Marmagao Port? Option A, petroleum products. Option B, iron ore. Option C, agricultural products. Option D, textiles. The correct answer is option B, iron ore. Explanation. Marmagao Port in Goa is a major iron ore exporting hub, accounting for about 50% of India's iron ore exports. Q78. Why was Kolkata Port developed as a riverine port? Option A, to reduce pressure on Visakhapatnam Port. Option B, to facilitate trade in the Ganga-Brahmaputra region. Option C, to handle only domestic cargo. Option D, to focus on passenger transport. The correct answer is option B, to facilitate trade in the Ganga-Brahmaputra region. Explanation. Kolkata Port was developed to serve the extensive trade demands of the Ganga-Brahmaputra basin and is the only major riverine port in India. MCQ 79. What is the primary reason for preferring air transport in the northeastern states? Option A, high-speed connectivity. Option B, abundance of railway networks. Option C, difficult terrain and frequent floods. Option D, Availability of international airports. The correct answer is option C, difficult terrain and frequent floods. Explanation. The northeastern region has mountains, forests, and floods, making air travel the fastest and most reliable transport option. MQ 80. What is the main goal of the Digital India Initiative? Option A, to provide free internet services. Option B, to digitize governance and improve connectivity. Option C, to privatize the telecom industry. Option D, to replace traditional communication methods. The correct answer is option B, to digitize governance and improve connectivity. Explanation. Digital India aims to improve digital infrastructure, promote e-governance, and enhance internet accessibility across India. 81. What percentage of India's trade, by volume, is carried through sea routes? Option A, 50%. Option B, 68%. Option C, 80%. Option D, 95%. The correct answer is option D, 95%. Explanation. Around 95% of India's trade by volume is carried out through sea routes, highlighting the significance of maritime transport in the country's economy. MC 82. What makes Visakhapatnam port unique? Option A, it is a major fishing hub. Option, it is India's deepest landlocked port. Option C, it is exclusively used for passenger transport. Option D, it is the oldest port in India. The correct answer is option B. It is India's deepest landlocked port. Explanation. Visakhapatnam port is the deepest landlocked and well-protected port on the east coast of India, making it ideal for cargo handling. MCQ 83. Which mode of transportation is most suitable for perishable goods? Option A, railways. Option B, roadways. Option C, airways. Option D, waterways. The correct answer is option C, airways. Explanation. Air transport is the fastest and most suitable mode for perishable goods like fruits, vegetables, and medicines, ensuring timely delivery. 84. What is the main objective of the UDAN scheme? Option A, to reduce dependence on railways. Option B, to make air travel affordable for common citizens. Option C, to expand metro rail connectivity. Option D, to develop India's highway network. The correct answer is option B, to make air travel affordable for common citizens. Explanation. UDAN, Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, was launched to promote regional air connectivity and make air travel affordable for people across India. MC 85. What is a key disadvantage of air transport? Option A, it is the slowest mode of transport. Option B, it is heavily dependent on weather conditions. Option C, it can only transport heavy goods. Option D, it is the cheapest transport mode. The correct answer is option B. It is heavily dependent on weather conditions. Explanation. Air transport is fast but highly dependent on weather conditions, which can lead to flight delays and disruptions during extreme weather. MCQ 86. What is the role of All India Radio, Akashvani? Option A, to provide internet services. Option B, to regulate private broadcasting. Option C, to broadcast educational, news, and entertainment programs. Option D, to replace print media. The correct answer is option C, to broadcast educational, news, and entertainment programs. Explanation. All India Radio broadcasts a variety of programs, including education, news, and entertainment, reaching millions of listeners across India. MCQ 87. What is the purpose of the Central Board of Film Certification, CBFC? Option A, to promote Indian cinema abroad. Option B, to censor and certify films before public screening. Option C, to fund movie production. Option D, to distribute films globally. The correct answer is option B, to censor and certify films before public screening. Explanation. The CBFC is responsible for reviewing, certifying, and regulating films before they are released to the public to ensure content suitability. What type of mail is considered second class in India? Option A, cards and envelopes. Option B, parcels and speed post. Option C, book packets, newspapers, and periodicals. Option D, international courier. The correct answer is option C, book packets, newspapers, and periodicals. Explanation. Second-class mail includes book packets, newspapers, and periodicals, which are transported via surface mail instead of air routes. MCQ 89. What makes India's telecom network significant in Asia? Option A, it is limited to urban areas. Option B, it is the most expensive network. Option C, it is one of the largest and fastest growing networks. Option D, it only provides internet services. The correct answer is option C. It is one of the largest and fastest growing networks. Explanation. India has one of the largest telecom networks in Asia, covering both urban and rural areas with mobile, internet, and broadband services. MCQ 90. Why is tourism considered an important trade activity in India? Option A. It generates employment and foreign exchange. Option B. It replaces industrial production. Option C, it reduces dependence on agriculture. Option D, it decreases urbanization. The correct answer is option A, it generates employment and foreign exchange. Explanation. Tourism contributes to economic growth by creating jobs in various sectors and earning foreign exchange through international visitors. MCQ 91. Which of the following is not a major type of tourism promoted in India? Option A, heritage tourism. Option B, adventure tourism. Option C, space tourism. Option D, medical tourism. The correct answer is option C, space tourism. Explanation. India promotes heritage, adventure, cultural, medical, and business tourism, but space tourism is not yet developed in the country. MCQ 92. What is a major factor affecting international trade? Option A, availability of local markets. Option B, population growth. Option C, advancements in transportation and communication. Option D, increase in road networks. The correct answer is option C, advancements in transportation and communication. Explanation. Efficient transport and communication networks are essential for the smooth exchange of goods and services in international trade. MCQ 93. What is the main advantage of pipeline transportation? Option A, it is suitable for passenger travel. Option B, it is expensive to maintain. Option C, it reduces transshipment losses and delays. Option D, it requires frequent monitoring. The correct answer is option C. It reduces transshipment losses and delays. Explanation. Pipelines are efficient for transporting petroleum, gas, and crude oil, reducing losses and delays associated with other forms of transport. MC 94. Which Indian port was developed after independence to reduce pressure on Mumbai port? Option A, Chennai. Option B, Kandla. Option C, Visakhapatnam. Option D, Paradip. The correct answer is option B, Kandla. Kandla Port was developed post-independence to handle increased trade volume and ease congestion at Mumbai Port. MCQ 95. What is the main function of India's inland waterways? Option A, to transport passengers between cities. Option B, to facilitate trade by carrying heavy goods. Option C, to replace air transport. Option D, to develop eco-tourism. The correct answer is option B, to facilitate trade by carrying heavy goods. Explanation. Inland waterways are mainly used to transport heavy and bulky goods efficiently and cost-effectively. MCQ 96. What is the significance of the Mughal Sarai, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya railway junction? Option A, it is India's smallest railway station. Option B, it is the busiest railway junction in northern India. Option C, it is exclusively for freight transport. It is located in South India. The correct answer is option B. It is the busiest railway junction in northern India. Explanation: Mughal Sarai Junction is one of the busiest railway junctions in northern India, playing a crucial role in passenger and freight transport. MQ97. Which factor makes air travel essential in India's northeastern states? Option A, availability of alternative transport. Option B, high urbanization. Option C, difficult terrain and frequent floods. Option D, dense railway networks. The correct answer is option C, difficult terrain and frequent floods. Explanation: the northeastern region has mountains, forests, and floods, making air travel the fastest and most reliable transport option. What role does Doordarshan play in India's communication network? Option A, it broadcasts only entertainment shows. Option B, it provides news, education, and cultural programs. Option C, it operates only in metropolitan cities. Option D, it focuses only on foreign content. The correct answer is option B. It provides news, education, and cultural programs. Explanation: Doordarshan, India's national television network, provides news, education, entertainment, and cultural programs to the masses. MCQ 99. What is the significance of the Digital India Initiative? Option A, to privatize India's telecom industry. Option B, to promote online education and digital governance. Option C, to provide free internet services. Option D, to replace traditional media. The correct answer is option B, to promote online education and digital governance. Explanation: Digital India focuses on improving e-governance, online services, and digital infrastructure for better connectivity and accessibility. 100. Why is international trade considered an economic barometer? Option A, it depends on agriculture. Option B, it measures the economic prosperity of a nation. Option C, it replaces local trade. Option D, it only involves government transactions. The correct answer is option B, it measures the economic prosperity of a nation. Explanation: the volume and balance of international trade indicate a country's economic strength and global competitiveness. Thank you for joining us on ExHub MCQs. We hope this session on Lifelines of National Economy helped strengthen your understanding of key concepts. These 100 MCQs covered essential topics including transportation, communication, trade, and their impact on economic growth. By mastering these questions, you'll be better prepared for exams and real-world applications. Transportation and communication are the backbone of a nation's development, linking industries, markets, and people. Understanding their role is crucial for comprehending India's economic progress. Whether it's roadways, railways, airways, waterways, or digital connectivity, each aspect plays a significant role in shaping the country's trade and infrastructure. We at ExHub MCQs are committed to providing high-quality, exam-oriented content to make your learning journey smooth and effective. If you found this session helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. Stay tuned for more chapters, quizzes, and in-depth explanations on various subjects. If you have any doubts, feel free to drop them in the comments. Keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next session. Happy studying!